Welcome RV service professionals. Gary Bunzer here to introduce you to the Sealtech 430 series leak testing machine. Whether you've just purchased one or are seeking more information about the Sealtech method of locating water leaks, please enjoy this video presentation. The Sealtech method of locating chronic, difficult to find breaches in or on any portion of the RV exterior has been proven time and again by discerning repair facilities all across the country. Countless RV owners can now appreciate a shop finally being able to locate and rectify exterior water leaks once and for all. It all begins with having the correct equipment. RV dealerships and repair facilities no longer have to resort to the archaic method of flooding the outside of an RV to try and locate where the water might be entering. What you see here is not only counterintuitive, it's ludicrous. Introducing the Sealtech 430. This one is the 430R, made of heavy gauge steel. The newest version is the 430AL, made of 5052 marine grade aluminum instead of steel. The 430AL weighs 33% less than the all-steel 430R. Both machines operate identically by inducing a positive atmospheric pressure inside the closed-up RV, allowing all breaches through the exterior to be quickly located and rectified. Let's take a look at the components of the Sealtech 430. This is the main fan assembly. Other components that ship with the 430 include stainless steel anti-corrosion fasteners, brackets, links, turnbuckles to attach the upper assembly to any 14-inch roof vent, a pressure gauge, a flexible tubular duct, and the upper assembly that seals against the ceiling. The heavy-duty upper assembly and the bottom fan unit are both powder-coated and built to last throughout many years of strenuous use. The bottom assembly contains the fan, the motor, and all the controls, and is equipped with convenient carrying handles. The large flexible tubular duct, made from tough 2-ply cotton and covered with a neoprene coating, connects the bottom power assembly to the upper vent assembly prior to performing the test. For interior dimensions taller than 7 foot 7 inches, the bottom fan assembly can be placed on a secure table or chair during the test. You may have noticed that each machine has a dedicated serial number that Sealtech tracks for warranty and advertising purposes. Start by making sure all exterior doors, windows, hatches, and vents are tightly closed and the unit is plugged into shore power. At any convenient 14-inch roof vent inside the coach, remove the protective screen and the trim garnish. Also remove any device covering the roof vent to permit adequate airflow. Open the vent to at least 45 degrees, then remove the knob or crank handle. If the vent is a basic powered vent like this one, it might be necessary to disconnect a portion of the wiring in order to remove the remaining bezel. Be sure the low voltage wires are protected against shorting out if non-insulated connectors have been used. Sealtech recommends reinstalling the ceiling trim before attaching the upper vent assembly to further protect the ceiling. This step may not be necessary on all RVs. Now that the vent has been prepared, and in our case the trim garnish reinstalled, here's how to attach the Sealtech upper assembly to the ceiling. First, attach one end of the short vinyl hose to the barbed fitting on the upper side of the assembly, and using the supplied brackets and turnbuckles, suspend the complete assembly near the ceiling. Tighten the upper assembly to the ceiling using the turnbuckles, and simply place the open end of the vinyl hose through the open vent and onto the roof of the RV. Be sure a good tight seal is accomplished at the ceiling. Some of the fancier aftermarket power vents may require a slightly different approach. This bridge adapter also ships with the 430. If it's necessary to remove the complete fan assembly on those types of vents, it's usually not required to disconnect the conductors. Just remove the fan and motor and lay it carefully on the roof, and then position the bridge adapter across the frame. The brackets and turnbuckles then hang from the bridge adapter instead of the lip of the roof vent. Then tighten the Sealtech upper assembly snugly to the ceiling as shown earlier. On the lower fan assembly of the 430, attach the pressure gauge using the supplied wing nut and connect the other end of the longer vinyl hose directly to the back of the gauge. Position the fan assembly on a firm, flat surface below the upper vent assembly. Here, a protective board was laid over the toilet and the bottom unit set on the board. Attach the other end of the longer vinyl hose to the barb fitting on the bottom of the upper assembly. Attach the flexible duct to the bottom assembly. Remember, lock it in place by giving it a twist like this. Next, connect and secure the top cuff portion of the flexible duct to the upper ceiling assembly. Complete the 430 setup by simply plugging it into an interior receptacle inside the RV. Finally, mix some liquid dish soap or any other surfactant with water in a common handheld sprayer. It should be about a 1% mixture, but feel free to experiment with different viscosities. Normal operating pressures for most RVs will range from 0.3 to 0.6 inches of water column. A lot depends on the total interior volume of space. Also, the larger the leak, the lower the required air pressure. Pinhole type leaks, on the other hand, may mandate upwards of 0.5 water column inches. Turn on the 430 and set it to the lowest RPM. Then gradually increase the speed until the pressure remains steady between 0.3 and 0.6 water column inches. If the pressure on the gauge stays below 0.4 of an inch after reaching the maximum RPM, chances are something's not sealing properly. A huge leak exists somewhere. Check the ceiling assembly and look for doors, windows, or other roof vents not closing tightly. Don't forget the exterior range hood exhaust vent and perhaps other exterior storage compartment doors. Once the pressure is set, exit the RV, close the entry door, and charge the handheld sprayer. It works best if equipped with a relatively fine spray nozzle. Begin applying the soapy solution to everything attached to the exterior of the RV. Literally everything secured to the exterior has some type of sealant that can fail over time. Any void or opening is a pathway for moisture to enter and begin its destructive force. Remember, water can enter in one location and migrate to another location before it manifests itself. This is why locating an exterior rainwater leak can be so difficult. Using the 430 Sealtech method, any faulty sealant or breach will be evident by the appearance of large bubbles indicating the exact location of the entry point. Check out this huge leak on a fifth wheel. Without the use of the 430, this breach might go unnoticed for months or even years, a lot of time for damage to take hold. On this RV, we found a leak where the conductors for the powered patio awning penetrated the sidewall. Keep in mind, some bubbles may require an element of judgment. For example, Pittsburgh-type seams in aluminum siding will, by design, permit some air to escape. So the appearance of bubbles alone may not be indicative of a true breach that will ultimately lead to damage. Unless that Pittsburgh seam is at the very edge of a door or other sidewall cutout opening. Now identified, all leaks can be properly addressed. Remember, in most cases, if pressure can escape, water can enter. Once satisfied that all leaks have been reconciled, simply disconnect the 430 and reassemble the 14-inch roof vent and send your customer down the road knowing that hard-to-find leak that no one else could trace has finally been located and repaired quickly and properly. Many shops now offer the Sealtech method as a value-based aftermarket service that dovetails perfectly with other preventive maintenance offerings. If you or your shop would like more information regarding the Sealtech 430, contact Sealtech at 810-310-3070 or visit rvleaks.com. Thanks for watching.